Have you got to see them do the reenactment at Golden Spike?
I was not there for that.
We randomly.
Okay, here's our natural entrance. So we're just gonna park around it, make sure everyone has enough room to see it for themselves. And this is a sacred site for the Dakota, as it is where their emergence story takes place. And I'll be telling a rendition of that for you today. So, it all started when the earth was lush and green. Iktomi told the humans, he said, "These are all of the glorious goods that is found on the earth. If you were to leave the Spirit Lodge early, all of these can be your gathering and other necessary tools for survival." However, we experience the seasons here in South Dakota, and so the green of the earth eventually turned to brown, and then a blanket of snow covered. All right, this makes it fun. So he gives them big brown woolly coats, thick hooved feet, and a mouth that can eat grass and find the best vegetation to eat. I think everyone knows now what they did. When they went to go investigate, they heard wind blowing out of this hole. Tom stuck his head in to investigate, and whoosh! His hat blew right off of his head. The wind was so strong. He told his friends back in Hot Spring, and they said, "Yellow tickets." So, you have those yellow tickets. I'm gonna open the door to that airlock down there. That's where our tour is gonna start. I don't fit in that hole. I don't expect you guys to fit in that hole. Thank you. Sure that you were listening to me outside. All right. Do we put our hands on the cave walls?
No.
Do we run on the stairs?
No.
Do we take pictures on those stairs?
No.
Where should my hands be when I am going to unlock this door? And again, if you are a bit slower, if you have more questions, feel free to stick by me. That way I can answer them. And if you need anything, if there is a medical emergency, if you decide. That's where that natural ends.
That one's a little short.
There's no regulations yet. So they are different sizes. Yep. Right. You see what I told you not to run on them. I'm watching.
It's gonna be like 100.
If I didn't have any shoes and this hat on, I'd be A-okay. Relax. I am remembering. They're just trying to get me at this point.
Just kidding.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I ruined the integrity.
I'm choking down.
Yeah, so I did training for 2 weeks. We did, well, you know, I think all the minerals that dissolve in the water. I kind of like how if you see something
That's
kind of rusty
and Livingston was like,
similar.
and there was some things were great.
Oh, we only have the discovery tour for us. I mean, it was cool, but it was just down an elevator. Oh, I see. Gonna get a little sticky.
This is new.
Let's hope webbing popcorn. Okay.
Oh, here, we should probably, let's go then. Come on.
Is my caboose back there?
Yes.
Thank you.
You guys want to get
This part of South Dakota was covered by a shallow sea. And what are those things that you can find on the seashore? Seashells! So those seashells would go to the bottom. That sounds real technical, I get it. But I promise that carbonic acid is not as techy as it's made out to be. In fact, I just had a carbonic acid last night in the form of Sprite. Any Sprite fans here in the building? Thank you. It was made before the cave was even carved out by that carbonic acid. We're going to go back to that 350 million years ago. And when that limestone was being made by those seashells, it made cracks inside those limestone. The thickness of a potato chip, which is why we really need to preserve it because it easily breaks. Another thing to point out is that you may say, well, that boxwork looks longer and there's like none over there. Well, it goes onto the cave walls, it hardens, forming that cave popcorn. So we have quite a bit of cave popcorn here and there. It's just hard to point it out sometimes on my tour. But those are the two main formations that you will see here. On spot open to the public is 222 feet, creatively named the low spot.
And how high is that above sea level, do you know?
Trying to think. I'm gonna be honest with you, Tulsa. This next passage might be a little hard for you.
I'm used to it.
Well, I feel like I gotta say a warning. Why didn't you warn me that this cave was short? It's a cave, I don't know. I gotta have my breath.
You don't need to pay theirs either. They stop me once in a row.
Is that the first the better one?
Yeah.
Yes. I hold that better. Quite a nice tire. If she's here today, Ranger Badlands is also from Wisconsin.
Oh, really?
Maybe you can bond over. What in Wisconsin?
Is there any wildlife in here?
Not this far. So the most activity that we'll see is near that natural entrance where I started. Still here.
Yep.
Those are the types we use for modern day exploration.
Scanning?
Well,
Grabbing the rails.
don't hit your head now. Yes. Which is why you don't see any silver.
To be wet.
Well, this is kind of my envious history. And we have some very lucky. They may not know what a Scotch river is, but you know, people teach that.
They'll learn.
This is getting here.
So did you say no stalagmites in this cave?
No stalactites, no stalagmites.
And why is that?
Because they're just making sure we get everyone down here. Thank you. You got me. It's not really called that, even though I think they named it after me. This is called the model room because when they actually had this cave instead. Their main source of revenue was cave tourism. Alvin McDonald was their youngest son, just shy of 17, and he was the cave's first assistant. He went to the Chicago World's Fair in 1893 to promote Wind Cave and cave tourism. He contracted typhoid on the way back and died in December of 1893 at the age of 20. However, when Alvin would hold that candle up to show people the different parts of the cave. So we have kind of that permanent reminder here. I mentioned you saw that graffiti earlier. That is because, again, standards were different in the 1890s. And when they were free, President Theodore Roosevelt established this as the 6th national park, the first one to federally protect a cave. So I find that pretty neat. Do I have any questions? Very fitting for their vacation home. They, we have seen them a little bit around that natural entrance, but very, very, very rarely deep into this cave. For whatever reason, they do not find a home, and probably best for you guys. You don't want to see a bad.
Reagan Railing.
This your first position,
Or have you been stationed somewhere before?
I was an intern at Effigy Mounds.
How you present us?
Oh, so Mr. Safety?
Yeah.
How are you supposed to do it? Heel toe it?
No.
The deepest we're going to go today
This one, alright.
is 209 feet.
And what's this called?
This is the assembly room.
The assembly room.
Don't go too far. I want to keep everyone pretty close. So no further than that big rock there. That just is towards the elevator building, so it's nothing super exciting. About 2 to 3 miles through exploration every single year. We are the 3rd longest cave in the United States. The ones who beat us out are Mammoth Cave at number 1 and Jewel Cave at number 2. So, hey, but I'll take a bronze medal. Century into the 21st century, and discovered that based off of where the air travels, we still have only discovered about 10% of what this cave is out here. So, Mammoth Cave, better watch out. We are using black light, UV, and etc. If you want to know more about the modern day research, there's a really nice book in the bookstore that talks about it. It only was published about a year ago, so it's still very modern, relevant research. Okay. Yeah. No, you're